today's episode on the Rosary, we're going to talk about how do we pray the Rosary. And it's not complicated at all. Some people, they refuse to pray the Rosary because they think it's going to take too long to be able to remember all of the prayers. And there aren't that many at all. As a matter of fact, 50 of these little beads are the Hail Mary. So as soon as we know the Hail Mary, we know already 3/4 of how to say the Rosary. When we're beginning the Rosary, we start with the cross and we bless ourselves. And then we announce our faith with the creed, the I believe in God, the Father Almighty, and so forth. After that, we begin to touch the first bead, which is the Our Father. Then we say 3 Hail Marys. Often we say it for the gifts of faith, hope, and charity, and for the intentions of the Holy Father. And then we begin with the mysteries. When we say the Rosary, people often say it's so repetitive. We repeat the Hail Mary over and over and over again. And we might wonder why. Why do we repeat the Hail Mary so many times? Well, the Hail Mary is like an echo that allows us to reflect on the mystery that we are going to reflect on. One of the 20 mysteries now we have of the joyful, the luminous, the sorrowful, and the glorious. At every decade, the 10 Hail Marys, when we're reciting the Hail Mary, it's like an echo that allows us to reflect even deeper into the mystery that we are contemplating in. Praying the Hail Mary over and over again is like the soundtrack of a movie that allows us to get deeper into the movie, just as we are called to get deeper into the mystery we are contemplating. I'd like to use as an example from the movie Jaws, the famous soundtrack of whenever Jaws, the monster shark, is approaching. Do you remember the sound? As you're listening to this soundtrack, when in the movie we hear it, even though we don't see the shark, we begin to say, it's there. Something's coming up. So we begin to think of the shark because of what the music is doing. Slowly developing, increasing its sound. The Hail Mary, repeated over and over again, is like that soundtrack from Jaws. Now, we can pray the Rosary anywhere. We can pray it in our cars. We can pray it going for a walk, even while we're doing the dishes. In many ways, we can say the Rosary. And we don't have to use the Rosary as we know it. We can have the finger Rosary, or we might even use our own fingers to be able to keep count. Now, wherever we say the Rosary, the importance is to say it, so that, as we learned, we give roses to Mother Mary. I encourage you, don't be afraid to pick up the Rosary, and if it's your first time, don't be surprised to experience the beautiful joy that is the Rosary. It will change your life. We even know that at Our Lady of Fatima, these 3 children, Jacinta, Francisco, and Lucia, received from Mother Mary the commission to go and to tell people about the importance of praying the Rosary, that in it the world can change. Let us do our part. In our next session, we're going to talk about the various prayers that we need to learn so that we can complete the Rosary. Until then, may God continue to bless you and keep you.